If you know, you know.
Oh, I'm gonna jump in, get his ass beat, and be like, "Hey man, are you okay?"
Has 12,034 episodes.
Welcome back to Bizarre Anime Vibes, where we are three guys in one bedroom. No, I can't do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Bizarre Anime Vibes. I'm your host Jofu, and I'm here with
Drip Night.
I'm Jonah.
And today we're here to talk to you about anime, as always. How you guys been?
Oh, I feel
Alright.
shameful now.
Bye.
I just said three boys in a bedroom. My goodness.
Yeah, you
gracious.
probably missed that, but
No, you're gonna keep it in.
yeah.
We're-
Oh,
oh.
you keeping it?
You gotta keep it in.
Okay.
Fine morning blooper.
Yeah.
Ah, brothers. Except
How
for
about you?
that, I think my day's going pretty good. How about you guys?
It's been alright.
Heard you got a new phone.
Yeah, I got a new phone, so
Oh,
that's good news. My old phone was completely destroyed, so it's just impossible to use.
you know
What, you dropped
better.
it at a beach or something?
No, it's just
Then
I
it
would
got
accidentally
destroyed,
drop
right?
it, and then the screen just got messed up every single time. So it's just like at that point it wasn't working.
I mean, now you upgraded though. But your old phone used to be like an iPhone 5 or 6.
Yeah, so I started using a backup phone because I was waiting to get a new phone. And the backup phone was an iPhone 6 and it was very hard to use because the iOS software is so outdated.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like I couldn't use any apps. The internet would take forever. Even calling people on my old phone was messed up because I didn't have my contacts saved on my backup phone. So every time someone would call me, it would be a number. And I was just like, who's this? Who's this? Who's texting me? What? Yada, yada, yada. So it was tough. But now the whole situation is fixed and now we're straight and new phone. Everything is settled. So yeah.
You know, we need an anime about capitalism.
No, we do not.
We do.
Actually, we do.
We probably already have one.
We already have one.
We do. Name one.
Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man.
Okay, but name one they could
Mm.
play in a school and teach you about capitalism.
Name an anime they can play in school.
You know what they need to do? They need to teach you how to do freaking your
Dr.
taxes.
Stone.
What?
He just asked me, name one anime I would actually play as a teacher
I
to
would
students.
I would love that in high school, but not in elementary school.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
talking about elementary.
I'm not about what's an anime they could play in school for like
Kids?
little kids.
Oh, little kid. That's
Oh,
tough.
easy.
Oh,
Freaking what's that anime that's made by the same author as Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
The little girl.
Oh,
I mean, if yeah,
pink hair.
I'm
Well,
purple hair.
that's for fun. I mean, yeah. Well, no, I was talking about like
Hunter x Hunter.
educational purposes.
Because you
because
know
all the murders are
Hunter,
just up
no,
right
no,
up for kids'
because
alleys.
you know how they teach you how to like avoid stranger danger? Hisoka's a prime example of what.
Oh,
So you know whatever they compare to like the Candyman or the guy who like says, "Hey guys, I have kids. I have candy in my car." Show Hisoka and it'll scare them.
That's how it
you know,
So-
fair.
As for me, my day, more of my week, I should say, I am overworked with school because, as you guys know, I'm going to Katsucon. So before then, if I want to enjoy it, I have to watch 5 or 6 movies and work on 3 projects before Thursday. So I have like 5 days. So I was talking to one of my friends about this, and they were actually telling me I basically have to go through Yuji or Itadori's training with Gojo. How I just sit there and watch a movie over and over.
But instead of getting powers, you're just getting depressed.
Yeah, I'm getting knowledge for tests and quizzes and projects that I need to finish.
I mean, at least are they good movies?
I know one of them's Indiana Jones and what is it? The Tomb? What is it? Something like that.
Oh.
Tomb Raider or something like that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I know I'm gonna enjoy that.
Tomb Raider.
One of them's a French film,
Okay.
and I mean, which means subtitles, which obviously is not an issue, but it's just all the French films we've watched so far have been kind of. Besides that, and then I'm watching like a film noir film, Cronenberg stuff.
Man, you're making me worried when I have to eventually get to your classes.
You're not a film major.
I am a film major.
Literally, I've known him.
I switched IT from IT to film.
Wait,
Oh, I
why'd you
didn't know
switch from
this.
IT?
I hated IT. I only
Why?
did IT because
Well, guess what? You're gonna hate even more.
No, IT's good, bro.
no, the reason I switched because my mom forced me to go to college and said either this or your ass is out of here. So I went like, okay, fine, I'll go to IT. And then halfway done, I was like, I actually like doing editing and film. And then I switched majors.
Why don't you double major, bro? Because
Double major, excuse me.
IT will get you the money to do whatever you
Film,
want.
film will give me
You should have
my
asked me.
happiness.
Yes,
You
but
should
it
have
won't
asked
get
me
money.
before you chose film, because I would have told you to blow your brains out. Instead.
Yeah, don't do film, bro.
What?
Go back to IT.
Yeah,
Oh,
film
hell no.
sucks.
Film is
I'm do-
terrible.
nah.
Yeah, it's the worst, right?
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Well, what? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
it's
honestly,
the worst.
honestly,
Yeah, his on his
it
last
sounds
year.
fun. Let's say
Okay,
you do.
yes, the job market is oversaturated, and like, there's a lot of people, and it's gonna be hard to find a job.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. I do believe with my portfolio that I'm building right now, I'm gonna be having a head start. Plus the fact that this kind of counts as a portfolio in a way.
The level of competition in your degree is insane. Like
Oh,
there are
facts.
high schoolers who have better portfolios than y'all. Like that's not
Okay, but it's
offensive, but
But
like
that's
it's
the
just
same
like
thing
Why
of
am I
like,
getting bashed? Just
I
know
we're
mean,
both
him.
doing the same degree.
okay, yes, I remember when I went to like GSMST, saw this little Asian kid who was 11 years old. I was 18. He was 11. He was smarter than me. Like,
Okay.
I know how it feels to be outshined by a
It's
younger
not
generation.
even about being
Being
outshined.
smarter
It's just
than you
like
isn't that hard.
the degree doesn't get you. Like, let's say you graduate, right?
Uh-huh.
What job can you really get?
Well, actually, there's actually kind of few.
Like,
Since
No.
we live in Georgia, Georgia is the biggest capital. Tyler Perry Studios are hiring, going for $15 an hour.
Getting a
15 an
job
hour?
isn't hard. It's getting somewhere big with a job.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, Jujutsu
Uh,
Kaisen, because that's where I started this whole conversation about film degrees.
Oh, but
Well, are you
I think we should do at least one last thing. Well, one thing before.
Okay.
Thank you to our audience
Thank you guys.
that who've stuck with us, who are new to us, but really enjoy what
Thank
we
you to
do.
everyone who watches our stuff. Every little thing matters, and we appreciate it. It can be you watched for 1 minute, you could have watched for 30. At the end of the day, we appreciate all of you, and
Well, yeah.
thank you again for just allowing us to do this. But yeah, don't forget to colossal smash like button and stay subscribed to keep up to date with all our podcasts, our anime unboxings, just all that stuff we do. You know how it is. So without further ado,
Now
let's
we
jump on
get
in.
started.
What are your thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen?
I hated it to begin with. I mean, it
Yeah.
was
It started off really slow.
like I really didn't like it at all.
Oh, even after
No,
after
no, no,
finishing?
no, no. After the second part of season one,
Mhm.
that's when I went like, I'm actually whoa.
Mhm.
When did it turn up the degrees? Everything to do with the relationship of Itadori and
Sukana,
not Sukuna. Fuck them, Mr. Clapping Man,
Toto.
Toto. The relationship with those two, the bromance, that is literally
They're best
what
friends.
made me want to watch the show again. And I rewatched them. I was like, ugh, wow. Well, that it really just it's like a
I'll say
slope.
this.
It's a slope.
I think the elements of Itadori and Sukana is very interesting. I like the whole of what it means because obviously Sukana has been plotting this whole time, and so it's interesting to see like what's this build up, what's this. It feels like there's always a threat there, and at any time.
I know.
I will say this:
Eh.
I've also read the manga. What's the date today? February 10th, 2023. If you know, you know. But I'll tell you this: this is how I've seen Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think I just mentioned this last time. So when it started off, kind of right over here,
Mhm.
starts to pick up, and then it literally just keeps going. Season 2 is going to be a fire. The what is it called? Flashback and the what is it? Arc called Shibuya arc. Those two arcs are going to be insane, and that literally picks up right where season 2 starts, episode 1. Well, no, episode 1 I remember it's actually going to be like it's going to feel like filler, but it's canon. It's like a little 1-2 chapter thing he did where it felt like it was just random. And then we started off the next arc, and it was so good. And then we hit what is it called? The Shibuya. Easily one of the best arcs I've ever read. Easily.
We'll have to. I mean, I know Mappa's gonna deliver in the animation department, but
And the story is 10 out of 10. So my
we'll see.
point is though, but after Shibuya, in my opinion, the Culling game arc, like I'm sorry, it's so bad, it's so boring. Too many new characters were introduced. Like a lot of them are cool, but a lot of them I don't care about. But as of recently, these last 2 chapters, he's cooking, and it's really good, and I'm excited for season 2 because that's what June this year.
Actually, is there a trailer?
I don't know. Try. I know there's a release date though.
There is.
Yeah, it's sometime this year.
That's not
Early.
bad.
It's early this
Wow,
year.
this year's also gonna be stacked then.
Yeah, we got AOT, we got Jujutsu Kaisen,
We got Demon Slayer Return.
Demon
We
Slayer.
got
Do we have Doctor Stone?
yeah.
Doctor Stone. I mean, One Piece is gonna conclude Wano this year.
We have
I
Finland
think.
Saga season 2.
Villain Saga.
We have Trigun Stampede, which it's underrated right now, but it's
a
gonna
lot
do
of people are
good.
talking about it.
Yeah, but like if you look on the My Anime list, it's like ranked number 8
What?
for this season.
What?
Trigun Stampede. It's a
To be
remaster.
fair,
Remaster of the old Trigun.
we have a stacked season, so
Okay. For right now, we're into 2023. What do we have? Name it.
Villain Saga,
Uh huh.
One Piece. It's never going.
No, I mean like on the My Anime list.
Yeah. Is that I don't know what's on there, but I'm saying you said what's currently playing compared to Villain Saga? Or no, compared to what? The Trigun? We have One
compared
Piece.
to Trigun Stampede.
We got My Hero, we got Vinland Saga.
No, My Hero was last. Oh,
It's still
My
going.
Hero is still going. Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
Lock is still going.
Okay.
Attack on Titan
It's not
final
out yet,
season
though.
part 3 part
Oh,
A
what's
part
her
1.
name? Nagatora's back.
That's true.
Okay.
Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers season
Oh,
2.
man.
I don't know what this one's about. Tokyo Revengers. I never heard of this one. It's called I can't pronounce all this.
It has
I got
black
you.
hair girl.
I got you.
You can say that.
Mhm.
All right, say it.
All right. Mao Gakuen no Futegi Gusha Shinjo Sakyo no Mao no Shiso Tensei Shit Shishon Tachi no Gakeo Kaio the second.
So that's also out.
AKA the misfit of Demon Academy 2.
That works too.
I don't know how it's
That's right there.
above Trigun Stampede, but it must be.
Because it's about
Black hair, pretty anime woman. That's what you
it's
need.
about pretty
I-
they're demons. So anime.
I you know what? Looking at the images, maybe there's potential here. And then there's Nier. I don't know what that one is. Nier?
Auto something.
Automata. Meta. I think
Automata.
Automata.
What is it?
Nier.
I got you.
Nier.
Yeah, bro, that's a video game. You never played it?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Have you heard of this game?
I know of it. I haven't.
No,
played
Nier Automata is one of the best games. Came out
Okay.
2017.
I've never played it, but I
It's
know
on
of it.
PlayStation. It's so fire. It's on
You
Xbox.
literally
too.
saw it. We
Oh,
saw
my
it at GameStop.
Yeah, bro, it's so fire.
Yeah, okay, we saw a lot of games.
It's on the Switch too. Literally, it's a fire game.
Okay, I might
Did you play it?
I might look
Nah,
into
but
it.
I've seen gameplay.
I'll look into it.
I've seen gameplay. The tutorial's like so long though.
I
But
don't
it's
know.
a fun game.
I don't
You guys hear about Attack on Titan?
Oh, well, who hasn't? The disaster?
No, with the new update.
Yeah, they're like changing it part A or something. It's so
So
stupid.
it's season 4, season Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 1. But part 1 is a 1-hour special.
And then there's part 2, which is another.
We don't know how long, but I'm hoping they do like a 1.5-hour, maybe 2-hour special.
Yeah.
So they give us kind of like a movie to some extent.
So it's final season part 3, part 1,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a final season part 3, part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? And then they're probably gonna end up in the movie.
And then we're gonna do Attack on Titan final season part 4 epilogue or some shit.
You know, I heard they're changing the ending.
A lot of people have been saying that. We
I
don't know yet.
I think so.
I've been praying.
I think that's the only reason why they're doing this. Because why the hell?
I feel when the ending comes around, if it's good, I'm gonna be like, wow, and then I'm gonna have to read the manga and realize how
Just
bad
think about it. Like,
originally was.
why are we surrounded?
Read the last 2 chapters.
Never? Oh, no, until then.
Attack on Titan?
I mean, yeah, after
Anime.
So it's only 2 chapters. 2 chapters
not left. I'm saying because they're not gonna mess up the
before the end.
because everything before it was fine.
Where's
No one had
Ella
an
at
issue.
now?
It's literally the last 2 episodes or last 2 or people had an issue with the second to last chapter. I didn't have an issue with it. People were just like mad and sad and stuff.
It's just the last chapter.
The last chapter, like I'll say this: the second to last chapter built up the last chapter really well. Like you know what I mean? Like second to last one, it was really tragic and sad or mad, and like it had people have a lot of different reactions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good setup chapter for the final one. Like based off how it ended, the second to last chapter, I was like, okay, we can get a final chapter from here. It's not going to feel rushed or whatever.
So it did feel natural.
It felt like this is. It was bittersweet because it's like, oh, this is really the end of Attack on Titan, but then it's like
It's the
there's
end of
only one
era.
chapter left, and then you get to the last chapter and you're like, what the fuck did I just read? Like what?
I can't wait. Hey, 2024. 2024. I'll be here. You'll be here. He'll be here.
2024.
I know it. I can feel it for sure.
It literally drops next month, part 1.
Yeah, part 1. Who knows? Might be 3 parts to that part 1.
Attack
Part
on
3, part
Attack on
1,
Titan,
part
final
3, part 2.
Final
part...
season, part 3, part 8, frame 16. Like they just start releasing frames.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna go to like part 3, part 4. Maybe they didn't do part 4. Maybe they're not doing part 4 because 4 is a bad number in Japanese.
They're on season 4. Oh, they called the final
season.
Is that good? They don't want to ever say 4.
That's not
It's
why.
not season 4.
Oh, maybe.
You know why, right?
Why? Because of promotion?
Yeah, literally when keep in mind the whole Gabby before Gabby was introduced, they dubbed it the final season.
Really?
Think about that. The final season, the first episode you meet Gabby of the final season, and think about how much is still left of Attack on Titan. For context, there's 139 chapters in Attack on Titan, right? In total, right from like first episode to when the anime finally ends.
Makes sense.
You meet Gabby in like the early 100s, like 101, 102 or something, I believe. It might even be like in the late 90s.
Wait, so technically this series has been going on for 10 years.
Yeah.
Beyond 10 years, bro.
No, because it came out 2013.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. 10 years.
10
it's
years.
the 10-year anniversary of the anime
Of the dang.
10 freaking years, dog. It's crazy to
for
me.
a 139 chapter.
And one piece
Bro,
of it
I
goes
literally
on for
watched
20.
I freaking watched Attack on Titan when I was in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it when I was
I remember when I was in
14.
my high school
Wow.
anime club and we were doing like anime trivia or whatever, and everyone's like, "Oh, can you guess what poster this is for the anime?" And everyone's like, "Oh, it's Attack on Titan." They're like, "Yeah, and it's for the second season, which finally comes out next year."
That takes me back. That takes me back.
You weren't there.
No, it doesn't. No, I was because I was there for the third season.
Were you there for Shiloh
Shiloh?
High School?
Yeah, I was there, Shiloh.
Do you remember Anime Club?
It was never. It was Anime Club.
Yeah, Shiloh High.
Bro, I got bullied and harassed in that school. I barely remember anything from that.
Shout outs to
Yeah.
Randall who watched you get jumped and then came up to you afterwards like, "Hey, bro, you good?" Like that's
Sure
so
wasn't.
funny.
High
Imagine
school
you
was
watch your host get jumped, you don't step in, and then afterwards you're like, "Hey, bro, you good?" Like,
I mean, what could you do? What would you do?
jump in and get your ass whooped with him. You at least try to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, when
No,
you're facing three big black
you
men.
keep-
Why were
what
they
you-
attacking you?
Because he said something
I
dumb.
forgot what I did, but
But I'm saying if you see
Okay, it was-
if you see
it was
or me
two-
getting jumped,
it was two tall people and one Mario.
You're
And the-
One Mario.
two Luigi's and a Mario.
Yeah, bro. If
If
this
you
guy
see
looked
me
like
getting jumped-
Bowser.
If you saw me
I'll
getting
look like
jumped, what
Donkey
you doing?
Kong because he was really black.
What you doing?
That was
And
it was like Luigi in DK.
What you doing if you
Yeah.
see me getting jumped?
I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna
try to
record.
protect you.
You're gonna jump for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to record. Excuse me.
Nah, he's
and that's
trolling.
exactly why Randall sat there and watched
He
you
could
get
have recorded it.
Wait, how old are you?
I was in
Bro,
seventh
like our
grade.
phones had good cameras on them.
I was in
then.
seventh grade, so I don't remember how.
Why did they jump you? You don't know?
I remember
I don't
you
remember.
told
That
me.
was like years
You
ago.
told me, but all I remember is you said something stupid to them.
I did.
That's all I remember.
I must have.
So they jumped you?
Yeah.
And the whole
That's
school
crazy.
watched.
Because you know Shiloh is full of like kids who just say dumb stuff to each other all
Yeah.
the time. So I don't know what you said to get jumped.
Because
I
here's the thing:
don't
when you say something
listen.
dumb to another person, like if it's a friend or whatever, or it's a person, like if you have like good like muscle or whatever, you see the other person, you're like, there's a level of respect. Like I'm not trying to like you get into it. Evil comes up, hey guys, says something dumb. They're like, bro, shut up. Like
I'll never forget the worst of it all was back in high school.
you saw how this man
No
looked in
one-
6th grade. I
Bro,
would have jumped him too. No,
ninth grade was the worst by far. I sat so depressed and alone in the. I couldn't even sit in the cafeteria.
I'm
They
not-
kicked me out.
I'm not.
I couldn't sit at the
I
cafeteria.
ain't gonna count.
I even tried sitting with the special ed kids. They didn't want me. That's how bad things got.
Oh,
for
I've
me.
seen pictures of you in 7th grade.
Why?
Oh, wait. I'll say this. If you were getting jumped, if I was there when you were getting jumped, I would have jumped in and helped them. Like
That would be
I thought how you looked in 7th grade, but that would have been a great like best friend story origin.
Like you know how in JoJo Part 1, you know when Jonathan tried to help out Arena,
Yeah, I know.
getting bullied.
Dio and Dio.
They just jump in, get his ass beat, and be like, "Hey man, are you okay?" This go on the ground. His glasses are broken. He's like, "Thanks, man." That's the start of their friendship.
It's what's his name? From Dragon Ball. What's the dude's name? Yamcha.
Yamcha. Oh my god.
Oh god.
You know what?
It
What I realized?
It was gonna
Remember that time I accidentally kicked you in the balls?
Yeah.
You
Oh.
hit the Yamcha pose. I realized it now. I'm making that connection.
Really?
You don't remember that? Weren't you there? When I just kicked the living out of his balls?
Why?
Because I had my head in his
I
trunk,
get
and
abused
he
here.
was like pretending to close it. And the way I was positioned, my leg just shot back and like,
Oh, an accident.
yeah, because I thought I was about to get decapitated. And then he was standing right behind me and it just hit him
No, nothing.
as hard as I could.
I know, but nothing was damaged.
Do you remember? You remember how I used to
Thank-
run back then?
Yeah, fast.
Think about that. Full power kick. I ran every day.
Is your dick okay?
No.
Demon Slayer anime. It is awful. Wow. Season 1 was awful.
What?
Can we not all agree?
No,
Season 1.
it wasn't
Season
awful.
1. Okay, like
I'll give you this. For
in the
season-
beginning of season 1.
No.
its pacing is horrible, yeah.
Yes.
No.
It's very-
You said it's
very boring.
awful.
It's awful. Okay, in the beginning. My bad. Let me first
Beginning?
In the
Okay,
beginning.
episode 1, Tanjiro's parents died. That episode 1's
It's
fine.
fast.
Episode 1 is fine.
Okay.
No,
It's good.
episode 1 is great.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's parents die, or family dies. You meet Giyu. He has that whole thing. After that, until he actually starts fighting demons, it's so mid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Him learning,
The training was.
fighting meeting Sabito, that was an interesting little thing, but not enough.
They did it better in the games, I say, than they did in the anime.
Yeah, like him fighting Sabito and learning to cut a rock is cool. The whole like arc where he's like, or when he's trying to get his sword.
Yeah, when Nezuko was just knocked out of sleep, and then
like all that stuff. And
when he fought his first demon with an axe.
you know what? I'll say it. I don't care. From him meeting Gyu
Mhm.
until him, what is it called? Fighting the volleyball and the arrow demon. Everything in between that is very like boring and skippable.
I mean,
Yeah.
Or no,
looking back
no,
on
best
it,
way to
yeah.
put it. Since when he met Gyu until he meets Muzan for the first time.
Yeah, no facts.
When he runs into Muzan.
Yeah, and
From there on, it gets interesting.
I mean, yeah, the story, like beginning story, isn't that interesting.
It's so boring. It's
Yeah.
like
But it's very different.
Think about it, there's no
It's
animation.
very different from the rest of Demon Slayer because
like
yeah,
what Demon Slayer is
like,
now known
Tanjiro
for.
is very much a human being who gets
Mhm.
his butt kicked. Okay.
yeah, he's a normal.
And so
cries
you
after
got to
he
think
kills a
about it.
demon. I mean,
How can you turn from like a regular kid to like a Demon Slayer?
I mean,
kill
they
his whole
didn't show
family.
us. They
Kill his
showed
whole
a
family.
2-3 year time skip.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to see it. My thing is this: people like to say Demon Slayer stories mid. I disagree. Here's why: because people always like to bring up, oh, if you look at season 1 before the animation got good, because there's no fight, so
This is the animation.
there was no fight, so you can't see the pretty colors and the fights and all that. It was boring. Here's my thing: the story itself wasn't the issue. It's the fact that it's the beginning of the story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care what you tell me. Tengen versus Guitar. If the animation was like normal level, like you know what I mean, not like Seven Deadly Frames bad, but like if it was like My Hero level, I think it still would have been enjoyable. You know what I mean? Episode 10. There's the whole because it's the plot twist, it's the characters. I think the animation helped it a lot because I think it's one of the best fights of all time. But I still think people would have enjoyed the story if the animation was like just a normal like amount, nothing too broken, like nothing insane, like what Demon Slayer is, but not Seven Deadly Frames bad. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, that kind of glazed over my head, but I think the story is. I remember reading the manga and I was just like, I want to read the next chapter. I want to read the next chapter, and it's like, it's enjoyable.
Mhm.
I can't say it's great.
Yeah, it's not like it's nowhere near the greatest story of all time, or
Yeah,
anything,
no, definitely not.
but it's not a bad. It's not.
It's not bad. It's cool. I think Demon Slayer. I think it's aesthetics. The aesthetics of Demon Slayer. Like
Do you think it gets carried by the animation?
I think it's been yeah. Well, I don't want to say carried. Like the story is good,
Mhm.
but I do think like the characters and the aesthetics of the anime and like all this the uniqueness of its anime does propel it to a different level.
I think it would. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're not done.
Yeah, no.
Go off.
Like it propels it to a different level,
Mhm.
and I think that people are really they love the aesthetics of the anime more than the story itself, and I think sometimes that can be like it can blind people from like
Yeah.
seeing its flaws. So
No, I definitely think that's a fair judgment. I think Demon Slayer, the animation carries it in terms of how popular it is, but I think it would still be up there in terms of popularity
yeah,
if the
no, for
animation
sure.
wasn't like top tier. You know what I mean? Like I think it would be on the same level as like I guess you know how Blue Lock is right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People would still like tune in each week to watch it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's not something where it's like people are like, oh, I need to see a new episode right away because, or people would be popping off about the animation or anything. It would just be like, oh, it's
Anime
enjoyable.
has that type of like level,
What
like that's like
Demon Slayer consistency?
yeah, and yeah, like when people
mean,
like a new
Mushoku
a new
Tensei.
anime.
Okay, a
Mushoku
new
Tensei.
anime. I was gonna say the only one that's like right now I can think of that is
Mushoku
like that.
Tensei.
I was gonna say is One Piece Act 3, but that's not a new anime. But
Oh,
like
okay.
Act 3 animation, the fact that week to week is like on the same level.
Yeah,
of,
but
like
I mean, I guess. Well, okay, move it. Mushoku Tensei.
you know what? Wait,
I've
real
never
quick.
heard of that.
You never heard Mushoku Tensei?
Wait, real quick.
Have
No,
you
I
never?
Because
definitely-
we're talking about like crazy week to week.
I'm talking about animes that just like people like what within
Wait,
the past 5 years.
You know what I saw today? It's just real quick because it reminded me of something about week to week and like art and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Back in before part 6 or before part 7, Jojo was week to week in Shonen. And if you go look at Araki's panels, process that he was drawing all that detail art week to week. Jojo was week to week before then. So look at how detailed Araki's art is, and like look at the manga panels and all that.
Wait, from what part?
Part 1 through 6 was week to week.
Really?
I believe it's after part 6, he decided to take a break and make it monthly with hiatuses between the parts.
And then like to actually like to give him time.
Yeah, because he was starting to get old, and Jojo was no longer in Shonen, so he didn't have to do week to week.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So he was like, okay, I'm going to do my thing.
Oh, which makes you wonder will part 10 really be animated because it's not part of the shonen anymore.
I mean, Universal. Just because it's not Shonen doesn't mean it's not.
I mean, still in the universe, I guess. But we'll see.
I mean,
in the future.
it's Shonen Jump dropped it, but it still continued because he decided to go a more adult theme moving forward.
Uh,
And Shonen's like, well, this is made for kids. If that's what you want to go, we can't like
we
put you
can't
in our
like.
magazine. Because remember, The whole thing about
They
Shonen,
can't stop them, but
you do realize Shonen Jump magazine is like a magazine company. Each week they drop a new magazine and it has all the new chapters from what's thing.
it has to be like 13 and younger.
It's 13. It's like teenagers basically.
Teenagers. Okay,
So
makes
what happens
sense.
is each week they have the thing. They can't put like Deku fighting Shigaraki in their little cutie fight, and Tanjiro cutting off demon heads, and then it just cuts to Jojo where you find out that people had like sex, bastard children with Josuke and like.
And
I mean, you could,
Jono, you have like Fire
but you know what I mean. Like you can't have all this like crazy comparisons. Like JoJo Part 7 especially is very different in terms of how it's written compared to the rest.
I guess it kind of makes me wonder now. I guess while we're on top of JoJo, I guess a question that come to mind would be
Part 9 is next week.
that's for manga, but we're talking about the anime wise. Part 6, obviously. My thing I would say is, without you guys giving me spoilers, answer me this. Does Part 6 hold well?
I've never watched Part 6.
And Part 6? Okay, based on what you heard.
Okay.
Have you heard
I
Part
think
6
it's an
hold well?
underrated like part of JoJo. I think it's probably like most people's second to least favorite, or maybe least favorite. It's under. I think he likes parts like when you think of like certain parts of anime, like Thriller Bark or like Part 6 of JoJo, like they're considered the worst, but he likes them.
Yeah,
for some reason I don't know why.
I mean, I love Part 6 so much. I wish women were real, but
what?
You don't know what I mean?
No.
I kind of forgot that name.
My thing is this. JoJo Part 6. I don't support part skippers. I'm not saying you should skip parts in JoJo.
That's a thing?
Yeah, people literally they'll skip part 1 and 2 and just jump to 3. Or they'll skip part 4 or part 5 because it's nothing happens affects the
insulters.
Exactly. I don't support part skipping, but I will say this. Part 6 is literally a story where you could start from the beginning and by the end. It won't have as much impact by the end. But I'm saying, I mean, I feel like most JoJo parts. The only one that's really like that is Part 7, honestly.
Yeah, maybe Part 4. Wait, no. I guess not. Yeah, and then Part 2, you can't really... Yeah.
In terms of which ones stand alone on their own.
Part 5.
Part 7 is number 1.
Okay.
Then Part 5. Then I would say...
Part 7's that good?
It's literally, it's peak. It's like, I know everyone throws... It's actually one of the best stories I've read from start to end. It's just the only issue it has with
Season 2? Better than JJK Season 2?
If I had to rank one, Steel Ball Run or... Ooh, that's tough.
Shibuya?
Here's my thing. Shibuya is a great arc. Part 7 is just good. The only issue I have with Part 7 is the start is very slow.
Slower than Demon Slayer?
It's like Demon Slayer. But think of it like this. If Demon Slayer started slow, but then the story just went same level as Entertainment District for the rest of it. You see what I mean?
Is Entertainment District that good?
Have you not? You've read it.
I've watched it and read it. I liked it.
I loved it. It's probably one of the best arcs for me.
In Demon Slayer, definitely.
In Demon Slayer, yeah, it's probably one of the best arcs.
Probably top 2 arc in Demon Slayer. 3. I'll give it 3.
It's easily top 3. I would say top 2. Some people tell me it's their favorite or it's the best, and I'm like, I think the Infinity Castle arc is debatably the best.
No, that's easily the best. Nothing's better than
you manga readers.
Here
I am. The only 3 arcs I read or watched was
the next arc is not that. I don't remember as memorable.
I liked it. I remember there's certain things. Did you guys see the new opening?
No.
It's
out?
Yeah, because there was a convention or something.
Who's the singer?
It's Lisa, but it's not. It's so bad. It's the worst Demon Slayer.
What really?
Because she doesn't have a main she sings in it, but I don't think she's the main voice. Bro, this is easily the worst Demon Slayer opening. It's so mid. It's worse than the train arc one.
That one I forgot that one.
Exactly, but this one's way worse. I remember it's okay. This is how I put it. It's a good opening. It does not fit Demon Slayer. No, I mean visually and musically, but it does not fit Demon Slayer at all.
Really?
So we just saw the new opening. What do you guys think?
Trash. Awful. No. Garbage. Yeah. No.
No, I like it.
What?
Compared to the previous 3?
No.
I like it.
No.
Okay.
This does not...
I like it.
This is not... How dare you?
It doesn't fit. Okay, wait. If you had to rank it, for me, it would be Opening 3 is number 1.
Mhm.
Opening 1 is number 2. Opening 2 is number 3, and then new one is the worst one.
This new one, the only promise I have for it is that the story is just going to carry it. The story is going to make me be like, okay, I can fast forward
The
this.
opening? Oh, you mean like people are gonna skip? People are gonna.
Just
This is
the
one
opening.
you are willing to skip through, whereas the other ones, it's like you would at least sit through and watch it most of the time because it's like, oh, it's an actual jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one is definitely going to be on my list of like skippable anime. Like there are anime, of course, openings where
You can't Neon
like,
Genesis Evangelion,
Cowboy Bebop,
Cowboy Bebop. I would
Mob
debate.
Psycho season 3. I think that one
Yes,
is.
I would debate Stone Ocean.
I
like-
would debate the second one. Yeah.
The second, I mean, you can't skip the final opening of JoJo. The last
I mean-
episode, you can never skip him because
I mean,
the thing. But what is it?
Yeah.
Even then, I think
JoJo opening 2.
I actually skipped it.
How dare you?
No, because Winford told me to skip it until
Oh,
Caesar died.
spoilers!
Yeah,
Spoilers.
Because until Caesar died, and after, so I got to watch it for the last 4 episodes.
I forgot about this. Yeah. Okay,
So I
touche,
skipped.
touche.
I skipped it every time. But if I wasn't trying to avoid spoilers, I would.
Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter. You can't skip it.
Hunter.
Even though it's 140 episodes, I won't skip it.
Yeah, I will skip it after a while. But
Like
I
episode
also
50, maybe it's possible.
they changed it by then. But yeah,
Yeah, but visuals. Oh, they changed the song.
it's the same song, but they use 2 different parts of it.
Really?
Listen to the opening 1 and opening 2. It's the same song,
But they just.
so it starts off the first one with like Daiichi Rasuru, and then the other one is like Shuna Dana. Like it's the same song, but they change it.
What's opening that you would never skip
Ever?
ever? Every time you're watching anime, like when the opening starts playing, you never want to skip it.
He's gonna be like the new Demon Slayer opening. Well, you know which one for me, right?
I don't know.
My number 1, I will never skip.
Oh,
Opening
Dragon Ball
one.
Z Kai.
Huh?
Opening one. Oh, Dragon Souls.
Yes, Dragon
Dragon
Souls.
Souls.
That's not skippable.
That's
Actually a
yeah,
non-skippable.
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
all
that's a
Yes.
great.
Okay,
opening.
you know what my number 1 is? I will never skip.
We are. No,
Yes,
you,
but-
you skipped that many times.
Yes, but you know which one?
Which one?
Which one did I not allow you to skip while I was in the room?
Oh, Chainsaw Man.
Do.
Yeah, that's also a good
Kickback.
opening.
Yeah.
Kickback. It's such a good opening.
It's fire, but I like.
I don't know why. And we like listen. Like sometimes it would play in my car automatically because of YouTube Music, and I'd be like, I don't need to skip this. I'll let it run. And
It's so good.
and every time, and now as YouTube keeps recommending it, I'm like, I'll just keep driving. I'm not
It's
gonna
so
skip
good.
it.
It's just I promise you, it's already my. If I stopped listening to it today, it would be my number 1 on Spotify by the end of the year.
Really.
It's
2020 just started.
when did the opening drop on Spotify? In October.
Yeah.
December 1st was when Spotify Rap showed up. It was my number 2 or number 3 out of the whole year thing. Number 1 was Demon Slayer opening 3, but
Okay.
even to back my point up of what we were just talking about, Demon Slayer opening is just fire.
Demon
Except this one.
Slayer make a lot of good openings.
Except this one.
Yeah.
The visuals are even great.
Okay, not opening 2. Opening 2.
Opening 2 isn't bad. I liked it. It's not opening 1 and 3 are on a whole nother level, but opening 2 is not bad for what it was.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
Lisa. So, what do you think is going to be better by the end of this year? What is your prediction? Do you think Demon Slayer this new
as
season
like best in the anime.
animation? What do you think is going to look better by the end of this year? Demon Slayer's new season or One Piece Act 3?
One Piece Act 3.
By the end of this,
Yeah, I think One Piece. I think One Piece is bigger. I
Yeah.
mean, Act 3's big,
I
massive.
think Bleach is going to surprise you.
who the hell cares?
Okay,
How
I saw
dare
Bleach's
you.
fight. There was a Bleach fight.
It's
You
good.
know-
It's
I saw
so
it.
fire.
It's fire.
It's so
But
fire.
here's my thing.
Like-
Here's my thing. I showed you you saw the One Piece clips, right? They haven't even reached the peak of the fight. Amongst bros, everyone knows about it if you know anything about One Piece. Gear 5th.
Yes.
When that gets animated, it's going to be a whole nother. Because they said, oh, what the?
That Bleach fight was ridiculous, though.
Okay, but
Yes.
they literally said the animators this year will be the best year of animation for One Piece by far. Like they're going.
It's gonna be better.
But I'm saying the gear. I'm not ready for that.
Joy Boy?
I know you
It's better.
your expectations
It's
so high, like higher than One Piece has ever delivered.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I'm just saying this.
I mean, it's a lot.
After being friends with you for so long,
Yeah.
and you hyped me up for like
You've read the chapter.
no Chainsaw Man. You hyped me up so
You
much
hadn't
for
read
that.
You read Gear 5th is my point, so you know what it's going to be like.
I know what they're capable of. I just don't want to go on expectations. That's the thing.
Look,
I just don't
here's-
wanna-
here's-
But also with Chainsaw Man,
Here's my.
I mean,
prediction.
I've said this before. I said it. I'll say it one more time. I didn't know it was 12 episodes. I thought it was going to be the full, like, every arc till the end. And again, like, he can vouch for me because he's read all of Chainsaw Man now. The second half of Chainsaw Man is literally just picks up from there. Like, when did you start? You started reading right where the anime left off, right?
Me?
Yeah, the Chainsaw Man anime.
Yeah.
You started right where it left off. Did it not just get like go up from there? It never.
Yeah, it was good.
It was literally just a roller coaster ride.
It's better.
Up the
Like,
whole time.
International Assassin's arc was good.
Yeah, but I just
It's
One of the best
it's not
arcs.
peak.
it's just
Chainsaw Man's not
as an anime.
It's not peak.
It just
I'm telling you,
it's
it gets
It's good.
You know how you're like, oh, you wish there was more like fights and stuff.
no. It's not that I wish there was more fights. I just wish it was more anime like.
The fights, I'll say this.
It's very like
I'll say this. The devils they fight,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to make it not anime, like if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
you know with Snake, how
Yeah, like they had to, like-
they had to because it's like how are you gonna just have like
Yeah, sure.
Ko-
Like Kobeni.
it would look really like stiff. What is it? But like they had to make it fluid like that.
Mhm.
All the fights from here on, or most of them, I should say, for the most part, are mostly like fluid. They have to make it fluid like that because it would be really weird. Specifically thinking of like certain devils they fight. At the very least, you should be able to see more Kobeni Snake.
We'll see.
Unless they decide to just like completely change how they animate it like that.
They might.
Like unless they find a way to like make it less stiff.
I mean, look, if they're gonna make it look like you're flying and you're like CGI, I don't know.
Oh god.
Like, if they're going for the realistic, that's what a true person would do.
But okay, wait, not Chainsaw Man or Demon Slayer or One Piece. You said Bleach. You think is going to be the best?
Okay, I think Bleach might do a surprise for all of us.
I think
I'm
so,
hoping
Yeah.
that or Doctor Stone. I don't think.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
What animation in Doctor Stone has ever been like peak? There's been pretty frames, pretty like shots, but there's no fighting in Doctor Stone to the point where like animation has to turn up.
is there fighting in Doctor Stone?
Not like fighting, like it's more of
Maybe Attack on Titan at AOT.
I think AOT could surprise us.
AOT
I'll tell you
be
this:
ready.
Blue Lock has more better animation than Doctor Stone, and you've seen one episode, but that's enough.
Doctor Stone is he even a shonen?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's over, but yeah, the
Like,
manga's big.
JJK season 2.
Now you're talking.
Wait, what?
Jujutsu
JJK
Kaisen.
season 2. Couldn't that also be One Piece? in
No,
theory?
I think One Piece is gonna. Okay, I'll just say I think One Piece is gonna be at the very best this year because of what the animators have said. Because Toei's like putting all their funds. Because what are they working on this year? Is there any new Dragon Ball property this year?
Yes.
This year,
Enough of this.
Maybe
year,
a
next
movie.
2024.
2024, like in the beginning or mid summer.
Mid.
Summer. Okay, so I'm saying
I believe it's the mid. I could because of the rumors.
based off like what the release dates are for One Piece, I think the summer is when it's gonna like pop off the most because that's when Gear Fifth should be animated. So think about it; they're putting all their time right now into One Piece. All their animators are working on this one project, and they're hyping it up. All these other like first of all, I think it goes without saying any Mappa Studios thing is already like disqualified from like the best because they
Even
can't.
JJK,
I think it's gonna be good. I like again. I'm saying the best.
the best.
I don't think any Mappa property can be the best this year because they have too much stuff. Like if it was just like for example, if they just had like Chainsaw Man, no Vinland Saga, none of that. It was just Chainsaw Man, Bleach, and not Vinland Saga, Jujutsu Kaisen. Then I think yeah, they have like one of those because they're not focusing on too many things. But the fact they have like 5 or 6 properties, I think Bleach is the best one that we can get out of it. Only
Bleach
because
has the most. I think it's the best contender.
I think it's Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen. Our Attack on Titan, I think, actually is the best because it's the finale. So
I mean, that's 1
And-
hour special. Like, come on,
and they made us wait a year for essentially 2 episodes,
we just merged to one. No, 3 episodes merged to one.
2, part 1 and part 2.
But
See,
1 hour
part-
long is like 20. That's
Yeah, and then the part 2. I'm saying okay, but so 3 episodes. But I'm saying like so 6 episodes. But they made us wait a year for 6 episodes.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
So I think they could do something with the
Or
animation.
My Hero might pop off and show us something we never seen before. Who knows? My Hero.
You're literally killing me just thinking about that.
bro.
Yeah, who knows? My Hero might pull an overhaul and surprise us.
That would be nice. But I'll say this: the story's getting interesting with the anime.
What is it finished? Because
Huh?
the whole world is curious
About what?
to find out when My
Wait.
Hero's finished.
Oh, it should be ending like. I think it could end this year. The manga.
You think?
They've been in the final arc for like the last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and based off manga events, it looks like it's starting to like
Dwindled down.
wrap up.
Okay, makes sense. Or who knows? You know what? What I'm hoping,
Mhm.
a surprise contender. I'm hoping the new Pokemon anime pops off. I'm hoping.
Nah, Pokemon's
You know what I'm hoping for?
What?
Pokemon Aim to be a Master. The final episode 11, has some crazy anime. Like the final episode for Ash.
He
I don't-
turns 11 years old.
He's on
11 episodes.
You mean 12?
No, 11.
His still 10?
He's still 10.
His 10.
Bro became world champion in under a year.
Bro, he has all the girls. Girl.
He literally.
He's
He
good
has
for
a
11.
harem. He has money beyond money. He has so many Pokemon.
Yeah. And he's a decade younger than you.
Damn. Hey.
You know what's crazy?
Damn.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this. On Twitter, it actually new audio got leaked for one of the Pokemon episodes, and it's most likely going to be the final episode.
Okay.
And it's a redo of the first opening. The do 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 da 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 da. But it's called what is the name of the song? It's like aim to be a Pokemon. I think it's the name of the season, but for whatever it is, it's like the name with friends, and you can hear other vocals. And I can't tell what it is exactly, but I'm hoping it's all the rivals or all like everyone comes together.
Oh.
But only issue with this is May. The voice actor for May, the Japanese one, she is very sick, and like she hasn't been able to voice in over like 10 years. That's why May has never come back. She's shown up visually, but she's never said anything in over since Diamond and Pearl, because her voice actor can't. Her doctor advises her from doing voice acting in any
And they
way.
can't replace her.
They could, but like they're literally about to end it.
That's fair.
Wait, what episode are they on now?
Episode 5 just aired, I believe. Yeah, episode 5 just aired. It was the reunion of
Look,
Charizard.
I'm not
Bulbasaur, and
gonna
Squirtle.
lie. I just can't wait for when Ash vs. Leon gets to the English stuff.
I mean, they're about to. They're already in the tournament. We already saw Ash versus
Look, all I
Steven.
know is I'm
They
gonna
ruined
cry-
it. They ruined
What?
it. Ash
How?
versus Steven.
In the
The
dub?
Z move, yeah.
How?
I'll show you after this recording. But like, the music in the original, the Japanese one,
Yeah.
was the first opening again. But it was like tuned down. It was just like it's its own original. Like it's
Ash has been the main character for 20 years now.
25.
25. Hey, Goku's been the main character for over 40.
Luffy,
Luffy.
John. No, I'm joking.
Kirby.
Jojo,
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Waka Waka.
I mean, yeah, Pac-Man. I mean, no, he had Miss Pac-Man.
No, Detective Conan.
Is that who the fuck?
You know how many episodes Detective Conan has?
What?
Search it up. Just.
Oh, wait, isn't that the one with the little kid?
Search it up. How many episodes does it have? Pull it up on here real quick.
Nah, because I don't feel like typing.
All right.
How many episodes did Detective Conan?
Detective Conan.
It has 12,034 episodes.
And it's still going.
Really?
I want to watch one of these episodes.
How many episodes does Detective Conan have?
Here's an answer from T.
12,000. 12,000.
Yeah, Mrs. Sazai has over 78,000.
78? No, it's
I mean,
not.
7,800. 7,800.
I was about to say there's no.
How many
Oh, no,
episodes does Detective Conan have?
It has 12,034 episodes.
That's what it says.
What?
Screenshot. Like.
Look how many episodes.
What?
I'm not watching. You know what?
Like a watch party. If we get 1 million views on this video, we're doing a live stream watch party where we watch every episode of Detective
There should
Conan.
be a YouTube video of newborns like sitting in front of the TV and watching Detective Conan until they catch up. That'd
No,
be so
did you hear me?
funny.
If we get 1 million likes on this video, we'll do a live stream where we watch every episode of Detective Conan and we'll not end until we finish it.
Yeah.
Honestly-
I'm doing the math. How many days will that take?
Yeah. Hey, we can get sleep breaks.
Hey,
and
no
just-
shitting until you finish watching Detective Conan.
166 days it'll take us.
Okay, so not even a full
Straight?
year?
Straight.
No, it's like half a
No
year.
sleep.
That's a quarter of
No
a year.
sleep.
Okay,
Quarter of a year.
Quarter of a year? Okay, but we want to add sleep.
okay, take 365 days.
Okay, 365?
Multiply that by how many hours in a day? 24.
24.
24? Okay.
Okay. And then so that's 8,700. Okay.
Divide that
and
by
then
2, because
divide-
we sleep for like 12 hours, let's say.
Yeah, divide by 2, yeah.
Or yeah, you could divide by 3 actually because 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So
divide
times
by-
2 times 2.
Alright, so time...
24.
24 hours in a day.
And
Divide
then
by 3. That's how
Okay.
many hours are in
That we have.
that we have available.
Available. Okay.
Okay. So how many episodes was it? 100 something?
166 days.
No, it
Times.
was 12. It was 12,000 episodes.
And you said
No,
20 episodes each, right?
5 days. It would or 166
Yeah,
days.
106 days.
Okay,
106.6.
Okay, so
10
166.6 days, right?
Yeah.
Multiply that by 24, right? Wait, no. 166 days.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 24.
24.
That's how many hours it's gonna take. It won't even. No, we don't. It take more than a year.
As long as we got 8 hours of sleep a day.
Yeah, as long as we got every day 8 hours of sleep, it would take more.
Hey,
No, that live-
we are willing to do this.
1 million likes, guys. That's all we need.
You know what? Yeah, middle X. That's
Mm.
fair. That's fair.
2024. We'll do it January 1st,
You know what?
2024.
Wait, wait, wait,
The
166.6. This is
no. We
how-
have expiration.
how many?
That's
This
just the
this is
case.
how long it would take, right?
No.
How many episodes does that?
From now, let's get it going.
How many episodes does it have?
12,000.
12,000?
That's what we're saying.
What's the number?
How many
specifically?
episodes does Detective Conan have?
Too many.
Okay, well, we'll see. How many episodes does Detective Conan have?
Has 12,034 episodes.
Okay, so 12,034.
And going. Thank you guys for
And-
watching. We really appreciate
We are
everything
not
you
in the
guys do
time
for us.
limit.
Don't forget to
20s.
Colossal smash that like button and
Prime
stay
used
subscribed to stay
16.
up to date with everything we
I don't
do.
know. Say that.
With that being said,
That's
you guys
when
stay
the
safe.
hormones
Thank you
are
for
kicking in.
watching.